This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of T2 Metals, Mr. Mark Saxon. Mark, always great to have you on. How are you today?
Gerardo, doing very well, and thank you for that great introduction. It's always good to talk.
Well, listen, the last time we chatted, we talked about the first field program at the Shanghai Gold Silver Project in the Yukon. The Yukon is seeing a resurgence of exploration success, and I think that you being where you are right now, being on the road and announcing a financing, which look with gold firmly above 4,000 and silver above 50, a $1.1 million financing is actually a pretty modest raise. But can you talk a bit about how that's going, why right now, where the money's going to go, and maybe we could lead that off by going over some of the success here recently in the Yukon?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm sitting in the Yukon at the moment and looking out at some snowy hills around Whitehorse. So I'm at a conference called Geosciences, which happens every year. And this year, my first time here at this conference, and there's just over 1,000 people have registered and attended, which is dramatically up on previous years. And so the conference organisers are really excited about that. And for very good reason. If you look at the Yukon, it's really one of the hot places on the planet to be exploring. So it's a big list of projects that are doing well. We can look at Snowline, we can look at Sitka, we can look in the last month or so at Prospector Metals, raising loads of money with following on from some great drill holes. But the list is long of companies that are doing really well. White Gold, so really pivotal and exciting place to be. When we look even deeper, I suppose there's the Minto mine, which closed, has now been taken over by a company that has as a major shareholder the Selkirk First Nation. So really good community support, really good First Nation support in this region, and great discoveries being made. So yeah, I feel very, very pleased and confident about the decision we made to pick up a project here. As I talk to people, and to touch on that a little bit deeper, and then we can talk on the financing. So we picked up the project from a very well-known prospector, Sean Ryan, who's vended projects that have become major discoveries and mines in the past. We're very pleased to be working with Sean, and I speak to sort of crusty old geos who are even older than myself up here in Whitehorse, and talk about how we came about the project. And there's a lot of excitement about what we've acquired from Sean Ryan, the Shanghai project. And really there's a buzz about waiting to see what we discover on that project. And so it's a good time to finance and move us towards drilling, and really sort of find our place in this Yukon mining industry.
Well, listen, I mentioned gold firmly above 4,000 and silver above 50. That looks like it's got plenty of runway. Can we talk about how the project came into your hands? Because I know it's a project that Sean had that was kind of, I don't want to say his baby, but definitely one of the projects that he held near and dear. How were you able to get that from him?
Yeah, so he's held the claims there for about 20 years. So he staked it really quite early when he first came to the Yukon and started exploring. And saw some features, loved it. And in particular, when he went there the first time, it was for high-grade silver. And so the project is about 10 kilometres from Heckler's Keno Hill mine. So we're in the same quartzite. We've got really high-grade silver veins. There's been some old mining with adits, about 800 metres of adits that were testing this silver vein underground. Really high-grade surface samples, and that's what caught Sean's eye in particular. But I guess exploration sort of caught up in the region, and so after Sean staked this really key piece of ground, there's been other discoveries all around it. So we've got Banyan working just to the south with their Ormac project. We've got Eagle. We've got a project called Olive. We've got of some very interesting silver results from Halladine Mountain with Silver North. We've got other discoveries that are really popping up all around us. We're a long strike from Sitka, where we're close to Snowline. All of those projects around us have popped up since Sean put his first stakes in the ground. So Sean's done a lot of work on the project himself, about 4,500 soil samples, which has defined a real cracker of a gold target that is very well defined in soil sampling. We've had our guys out there recently. We're seeing quartz veins at surface. We're seeing sulfide at surface. and never been drilled, never a drill hole on the project. But Sean was moving the project towards drilling and applied for what's called a Class 3 permit. So we're drill ready with that Class 3 permit. We're just doing a little bit of extra structural mapping. We're doing a little tiny bit more regional work, and that's where the money's going at the moment. But that puts us into a position in early 2026 to be out there drilling.
No, look, exciting times. If there are accredited investors that want exposure to quality exploration and quality work done, because you're as diligent as anybody when it comes to really delineating the targets and like de-risking projects, right? You and your group. How can people get a hold of you if someone's interested in participating?
Yeah, no, I appreciate those comments, Gerardo. And yeah, the company's really tight. We've got 42 million shares outstanding. I'm the largest shareholder. And I'm putting $50,000 into this raise. So yeah, my money's going where my mouth is. So I can be reached at msaxon@t2metals.com and by email or go to the website and you'll find me there. But yeah, as you say, it's a really tight company, which means if somebody wants to get a significant position, it's very hard to do in the market. You've got to come to me and talk to me about getting a placement and being involved. So yeah, happy to talk to anyone at any time and drop me a message.
Oh, look, we have the kind of market right now where exploration success is getting rewarded handsomely. So really excited to get a drill bit turning up there. Thank you so much for your time, Mark.
Super. Thanks, Gerardo. Chat soon.
All right. Chat soon. Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.